Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go.
Hey guys, it's Jonathan from the Howard Hospitality Group. Welcome to another video. Today it was a big day. And for those of you who don't watch the live stream or haven't seen us in Discord or anything like that, we have recently acquired about 50 full line locations. And I don't know the exact count, but it's growing weekly because we're basically getting passed down quite a few locations. And so today is the day that we're actually out delivering the machines. And with us is our new partner, which is Walker Vending. This is Brandon from Walker Vending, and him and all of us have gotten together to basically tackle our full line. And for those who don't know about us from the beginning, we started with full line. That was our very first entry into vending. We started because Amelia, she's been selling oranges in front of our house since she was like 6 years old, and she saw some videos on YouTube showing people collecting and filling vending machines, full line vending machines, and she wanted to do that. So we got our first, I think it was about 10 locations were full line locations, and then we went to the MBVA and Amusement Expo just a few months later, and then fell in love with mini claw machines and started getting into claw machines and candy and bulk and that kind of stuff. And so that's how we really got into it. So we've acquired a few locations over the years of full line, but it's kind of been one of the things that we do, but it hasn't been a huge part of our business. And then recently we got the ability to acquire all these locations, and we jumped on it. So because of our large amusement route and becoming friends with Brandon from Walker Vending, in that whole process of him getting started with his amusement route, we decided to team up with him and be able to tackle all these locations. So today we actually delivered 4. The first one I couldn't film because Sam's here on the camera filming us, but we didn't pick him up till after our second location. So he is actually filming us on the camera here, and we're out delivering. This is our second location of the day, but we did 4 total this day. And for those of you who are wondering about these carts or dollies that we're using, I'll put it up here on the screen. Brandon found these, and these are absolutely amazing. They're probably the coolest thing that we could have ever got, and he found them. He did a bunch of research on different kind of dollies and stuff to get, and ended up finding these at Global Industrial, and they were total with shipping was about $1,000 something bucks. So if those of you are wondering what they cost, that's about it. It's about $1,000 or so, and my god, they are a lifesaver. So plus, Brandon, as you can tell, he's got a lot more muscles than I do. So having him around to help us move these is also awesome. And Sam also helped us get him in the trailer and stuff. So the 3 of us tackled the 4 locations for the day. We did 2 Les Schwab locations. We did an apartment complex, and then we did a tire shop was the last one. And the tire shop I actually didn't get to film because it was flooding in our area, and Walker, Brandon has a truck, so he could go around, or right through I should say, the water and get to the location a little faster, and we had to go around. So by the time we got to the location, he already had it unloaded and was pretty much putting it in, just because these carts make it so easy. And so I didn't get a chance to film that location. And then the first one, like I said, we didn't have Sam with us to film, so him and I did the first location, and it was also our very first location. So that was a little difficult for us to figure out how to use the carts and how to do everything. But what you'll notice about these carts, they're really cool. So basically they go on each side of the vending machine, whether it's a we're delivering HPV machines today, we're delivering glass front machines today, and so you basically just put the cart on each, or the dolly on each side, and then you strap them together, and then it's got hydraulic pumps on each side that you just jack up, little hydraulic jacks, and it lifts them up. And then you turn the little handles to roll it whichever direction you want to go. And this was like I said, this is our second location. So by the time we got to the end, we actually got pretty good at these, but it took us a little bit to get, good at them. And I wanted to point out too, so you guys can see, see that snack machine right there? That's actually not our snack machine. So there's a huge competitor in our area, and they have probably, they've got to have over 1,000 locations at this point up here in Northern California, and they do all the big spots, all the hospitals and that kind of stuff. And so we have a contract with Pepsi, and so a lot of the locations that we're filling are Pepsi locations. So he's allowed to have snack machines and stuff where the Pepsi locations are, but the Pepsi has the accounts for the drinks. So, but what I wanted to point out is if you look at their machine, it's absolutely filthy. It's crazy too, because it's totally filled, so they just restocked it. But if you look at the front of the machine, it was really disgusting. I couldn't believe how dirty it was. I almost felt like cleaning it for them because I felt so bad for the people there. But it's almost completely full, and I don't know if it's because they have just route guys that go around and do the stuff and they just don't care, or what it is, but it looked really, really bad. So just a a note to take for you guys out there, we clean our machines really good every time we go out. We make sure that everything's stocked and ready to go. Brandon realized because we do those front plates, we don't do the NIAX that has the bill acceptor and the credit card reader in one unit. We actually, because we like the touch screen, we actually use a separate credit card reader from Greenlight. And so when he went and cut out the hole on the plate, he forgot to plug the screen in, and so he was checking that out. He's like, oh man, I forgot to plug the screen in. So what you'll see is he was looking in there to see why the screen wasn't on, and then he realized he didn't plug it in, and it's just a little cable that goes into the screen, and it was an easy fix. But these carts, you can see how fast we wheel it in there. We put little towels. These are machines from Pepsi that they deliver to us, and then we have to deliver them. So by the time we get done, we'll have to deliver probably about 25 machines or so, and then a lot of them we're taking over on location. But so we're gonna get pretty good at these carts and delivering these machines, I bet. But so once you get them in and set, they're pretty easy to move around. As long as the floor is smooth, like this was pretty easy. I got to move this one myself, but most of the time these are pretty heavy. But by the end of the day, I'm over 50 now, so you definitely feel it by the time you're done for the day. But he's getting in there. He's going to go ahead and connect the screen and get that back up and running. And so this is our first location installed and ready. We were talking right here of whether or not I was worried about the distance between that rack on the left and our machine. So I was worried that, I don't know if they wanted to wheel out tires or something, that they might not have any room. But what he said is that the competitor's machine right there, their cord wasn't very long, so we couldn't actually slide the machines down to create more room. So wasn't something that we could fix. It was just kind of the way things are. We could have, I guess, swapped out, or moved their machine to the left and put ours to the right, but I didn't really want to mess with somebody else's machine. So we just left it as it is, and then we were on to our next location, which is another Les Schwab tire. And this one we're actually delivering an HPV machine, and to me these are as heavy or awkward as the glass fronts. I really like the glass front machines, and the fact that to set them up you don't really have to do much. You put in your prices and everything. You don't have to worry about what's in each in each slot and put in shims or do anything like that. They're pretty easy to set up. The one thing that is nice about these HPVs is that Pepsi runs electronic locks on these. So we have a key fob that we use that they program for us. And so we use that, and so we don't have to actually have keys for these. We have an electronic key fob that you just put on the side of the machine, it unlocks it, and you get in that way. So it's kind of a cool feature. So we have a key fob for our HPV machines, the Vendos and the 501Es and the glass fronts all have keys, but what we've done is we actually have a master key, custom we got from Amerilock or Lock America. I can't remember if it's Amerilock or Lock America, but we have our own key code with our own key that we've put into all these all of our full line routes. So we just have one key that opens up all of our machines, which is really nice. There's a guy that stopped here to talk to Brandon because he wants to know if we could put lots of energy drinks in these machines. So he's requesting Red Bull and a bunch of other stuff. The problem with Red Bull in these machines is the size of it and vending well. So we tend to put Rock Stars or any of the larger drinks in there, and then also Red Bulls. When you get into the larger cans, they're very pricey. So for the customer, they don't really like to, even though they would go to the store and probably spend the same amount or a little bit less than what we charge in our machines, a lot of times they don't want to spend that much on a drink. So we've learned that as long as there's something energy wise in there, most of the time at these type of locations it seems to do okay. But we can put a few drinks in there that we're really supposed to run all Pepsi products, but we do every now and then we'll put a few other drinks into, like especially like the glass front machine. Sometimes we'll run a couple other ones, but it's very rare. Most Pepsi has mostly everything that we usually want to carry anyways. I mean, they've got the major ones that everybody wants, which is like Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, all those products. So but yeah, so this is, you see us pumping it up. He's pumping up his side. We got our new stickers that we had made that are on the front of all of our machines now with our phone number. If you guys are looking for custom stickers, we just make those in Photoshop, and then I send them off to vendinglabels.com and they print them for us. Or if you're in the Discord, E3 Vending in the Discord can also print custom stickers. But we do all our own custom stuff just because I think it looks better and it's more professional. And but yeah, so you can see we get kind of a bump there, and he saved me. But what you'll notice with these carts right here is that sometimes if you're trying to turn, when you hit it just right, it'll see right there, it'll actually like quickly turn on you. So you got to kind of go slow and be careful. We were going kind of fast, and they want to just like turn sometimes super quick, and then it kind of like jerks you to the side. So we learned that it's something that you get kind of used to, and you just go slow. And then as we were entering the door, what they had done, which we didn't even see it, but they had actually screwed a metal plate onto the top of the door to keep the doors from going in and stuff in the wind. So right there, the way that store is facing, they said it's kind of in a windy area. So when we went into the door, I saw it go right through, no problem. But then what we didn't realize is on the other side there was actually like a metal plate that was hanging down. So when we hit it, we knocked it off. They said no problem. And so now he's just checking to make sure, we're kind of jacking it down a little bit to make sure we can get through there no problem, which they usually don't have a problem getting through doors. But when there's a metal plate in your way that they actually installed, so they're like, no problem, we'll just screw it back in. We're like, okay, great. So no big deal. But yeah, so this one you'll notice we're all laughing because we're like, sorry we broke your stuff, and they didn't care. But they're really cool. This is actually a local one in our town where we live. The other one is quite a bit away. It's quite a ways away in another community. So our route is pretty expansive. We're all the way up in Northern California, pretty far north all the way down to Sacramento. So we cover quite a bit of California in the northern part. And so we have basically pockets. So we'll have like a route that's more up towards Redding area, and then we have a route that's Chico area, and then we have Yuba City, Colusa, Woodland, down to all the way down to those whole counties, and then down to Sacramento. So we cover quite a bit, and usually what we do is we do different communities on different days of the week, or every other week is usually when we fill. We do have some very busy full line locations that we just got that we're gonna have to do weekly. We do have one hotel that we do weekly, right off the I-5, but otherwise we've been filling most of our full line every 2 weeks. A lot of people will go a month or so, but we really feel like they get kind of dirty, and we like to go every 2 weeks. I don't know about you guys, but now we're going to be going weekly, and for a lot of these locations, which is fine because we actually have amusement in those areas too, and so does Brandon with his route. So but yeah, so we just the way he's doing that is it was really loud. We moved it on the floor, it made a really loud squeaky noise, so he's like, oh, that's so loud. But anyways, this is how you deliver vending machines to your locations. And like I said, we did 4 that day. We got a ton more coming, so we'll get more content out for you guys, more videos. If you guys have questions on anything, please let us know. Get to be good friends with your local vendors and partner up like we did, and build awesome relationships, because that's what we did, and Brandon and us have been, it's a great partnership. So thanks for watching. Bye.